Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this presentation of the JWHL. Tonight's matchup will feature the Little Caesars U-16 team versus the Boston Shamrocks U-16 team. My name is Josh Alder. I'll be bringing you all the action today from Rink 3. We are at the Bill Gray's Iceplex on the college campus of Monroe Community College here in Rochester, New York. As I said, the Little Caesars U-16 team taking on the Boston Shamrocks U-16 team. We are just about ready to get underway here in the first period. Boston Shamrocks will be in the white and green jerseys today. Little Caesars rocking the orange and baby blues in this matchup this afternoon. And it appears though we are just about ready to get underway. Both refs just checking out the nets before we get started here. Tonight's starting goaltenders will be Ava Hills in goal for the Boston Shamrocks, and Amanda Thiel in goal for Little Caesars. I apologize in advance if I mess up any name pronunciations, but we're underway here from Rink 3 of the Bill Gray's Iceplex in Rochester, New York. The Little Caesars wins the opening faceoff. They're looking to get ahead. Shamrocks there to intercept. Hudanish comes in, takes the shot, blocked away though by Thiel. Puck comes back around the boards. Caesars trying to get it out, cannot. Comes right in front of the net again. Another save by Thiel. And it's Jocelyn Hudanish getting a couple early chances for the Shamrocks, and we'll have a face-off here just 23 seconds into the game. Face-off in the Caesars defensive zone. They win it back into the corner, look to get it out of their own zone now. They cannot, however, kept in at the point by Vautour for the Shamrocks. She fires it down behind the net. Shamrocks trying to work something out in front. Cannot. Caesars trying to get out of their own zone. They do, but it's cleared right back in again by Sydney Vautour. Caesars now trying to build from their own zone. Having some more success now. Puck carried ahead here. That was Avery Robbins trying to come in and get something going for the Caesars. For Little Caesars, but they are unable to as she goes in offside. And we'll have a face-off right outside the Boston Shamrocks defensive zone. Actually right in front of our little camera perch here, and Little Caesars will work it ahead into the Shamrock zone. Fires one out in front, save made there by Hills. Puck comes back to the point, point shot there. Not much on it from Grace Garvey, and Shamrocks coming back the other way. They get into the zone. Unable to do much with it, though. And now Caesars will look to carry out from their own zone. Clearing pass, knocked down there by Nichols, and it goes all the way to Thiel, and she will cover it up, and we'll have another defensive zone face-off for Little Caesars. .38 here left to play in the first period from Rink 3 at the Bill Gray's Iceplex here in Rochester, New York. Caesars wins the face-off in their own zone. They're going to try and get it out now. Here's Clemens in the corner. She fires it around high in her own net. Reversed there by Garby. She takes it behind her own net. Back to Clemens, and Clemens will look to carry it up. She finds a teammate. That's Robbins chipping it ahead into the zone. Robbins leaves it. She left it for Clemens. Clemens lost the puck, and now we are going to have a delayed call. And we're going to have a body checking penalty coming up to the Boston Shamrocks. And Little Caesars will pick up the first power play opportunity of the game, courtesy of a body checking penalty from Jocelyn Hudanish. 15-14 left to go in the first period, and see if Caesars can get some offense going. It's been mostly Shamrocks so far here. They do win the face-off. They keep it at the point. Kept in by Hall. She works it down to a teammate, Robbins. Robbins into the corner. Pass comes back up onto the Point to Hall. She leaves it for Robbins. Robbins walks into the circle. Puck came out in front there, but Clemens couldn't get anything on it. Clemens working in behind the net now. She leaves it for Robbins along the near side boards. Robbins finds a teammate at the point. Point shot there got blocked. Shamrocks unable to clear, though. It's Robbins with it again. She works it behind the net. Clemens couldn't get there, but a teammate can. Peyton Luff now has it. She works it back up to the point. Point shot there. Good shot. Coming in from the point, that was Lauren Regal on the shot, and another save by Ava Hills, and we'll have a defensive zone faceoff for the Shamrocks with 1:21 left to go on the power play opportunity for Little Caesars. Puck goes back behind the net. Caesars now trying to set something up here on the power play. Comes up into the point to Hall. Hall works it down in the corner with a teammate. Right out in front, passing the thought. Good save there by Hills. Good play by Caesars, and Hills able to answer to the task. Puck behind the net now with McCullough. Battled for there by Nichols of Boston. But Caesars able to come away, work it back up to the point to Hall. Hall winds and fires. That shot gets tipped wide. And off the end boards, Ava Hills will cover it up, and we will have another face-off with 47 seconds left to go on the power play opportunity and 14 minutes left to go in the first period. Kirsten Sims on the draw for Caesars. She wins it to a teammate along the near side boards. Works back up to the point to Hall. Hall looking for an option. Down to a teammate. Shot there. Save again by Hill. By Hills, rather. My apologies. Another nice save by Hills, making a couple of them here on this power play opportunity. Another face-off here. Comes back up to the point to Hall. Hall winds, fires. That shot gets blocked. Blocked by the stick of Anna O'Neill there for Boston. Puck now comes behind the net. Caesars still trying to get something going here on the power play. Puck comes back on the near side boards to Hall. Hall looks for a cross-ice pass, finds a teammate. Shot there. Never got through. Point shot never got through either. Boston doing a good job of shutting down the shooting lanes here as the penalty's about to expire. Caesars trying to get one last chance here before the penalty expires. Puck goes down behind the net. Sims looking for a teammate. She winds into the slot again. Works it down low to a teammate. Hall now takes the shot. That one gets blocked by Nichols. That'll get chipped out of the zone. And Boston able to get what was likely a much needed line change out there. Little Caesars getting a few opportunities, but it was Ava Hills and the Boston Shamrocks able to stifle every opportunity as this one remains scoreless with 12:44 to go in the first. Caesars now trying to work something back into the zone, building off the momentum of the power play. They're able to keep in the zone. There's a shot coming in from Komorowski. Easily steered off into the boards by Hills. Puck comes back to neutral ice. Caesars trying to work it ahead, and they do. Here's Clemens coming in. She's trying to find a teammate. Harassed there by a couple Shamrocks. Puck now gets thrown back around on the far side boards. Pitching there is Alex George, trying to keep it in. Does a good job before Clemens will come in and aid her. Shamrocks now, they're able to clear it. That one is going to come all the way back down, though. And that will be the game's first icing. With 12:02 remaining here to go in the first period. As I said, a couple good scoring chances for Little Caesars on the power play, but thus far Shamrock's able to answer the call on all of those cases. Big part of that, Eva Hills in goal. Puck kind of bouncing around the Shamrock zone. Now they're able to take it back out. Chipped ahead by Flynn. She chases after it into the corner. Komorowski wings it around for Caesars. That one will go out of the zone. Shamrocks will have to chase back. But here's George giving chase for Caesars. She's unable to get it before Francesca Caterina knocks it away. Now Shamrocks will look to go back the other way. Carried ahead by Nichols. She'll carry it herself. Looks to dump it in. Instead, she'll leave it for a teammate. Point shot there. Steered away by Thiel. Caesars unable to get it out of their own zone now, and it's Nichols pinching low. Tries to find a team out in front. Good defensive play there. Denied that opportunity, however. And now Caesars will try to come back the other way. Here's a chance now for McCullough. McCullough tried to get into the slot. Good defensive play there, though, by Flack. Puck still bouncing around, though. Now comes behind the Shamrock net. They're trying to work it out along the near side board. Caesar's trying to keep it in. Puck does come out to neutral ice, though. That one will go all the way down, though, as Regal will touch it up, and it'll be another icing on the Shamrocks. With 10:51 to go here in the first period. Defensive zone face-off for the Shamrocks. Caesar's able to win it. Robbins takes it into the corner, or Clemens rather, excuse me. She works back up the point to Garby. Garby back to Clemens. Clemens finds another team at the point. Point shot there comes through. Hills, glove save though, will deny that opportunity. That was Lauren Regal again letting it fly from the point, and Ava Hills with the glove again to deny that one. Another defensive zone face-off for the Shamrocks goes the way of Caesar. Puck comes right out in front. Avery Robbins unable to get much on the backhand. She had an opportunity, but could not get much on the shot. Puck comes back behind the net now. Shamrocks trying to work it ahead. They cannot get it on their zone, however. Here's Clemens with it now. She'll drive to the end line, ship it behind the net, go after it herself. Clemens lost it, though. Now puck gets reversed back to the other corner. It's Luff for Caesars to save it. Regal trying to keep it into the point. She cannot, however. She'll have to regroup with her team to center. Finds her partner Garby, and they'll look to build from their own zone now. A little bit of sloppy passing, though. Puck goes all the way down behind the Caesar net. Now Caesar's finally able to get something going here. Accidental mid-ice collision. Everyone's okay. Puck will roll all the way to Hills. She'll stop it, leave it for her teammate Katarina. Shamrocks unable to clear, though. Puck gets rifled back behind the end line. Shamrocks now trying to go out near the near side boards. Trying to work it out. Cannot for the moment. Finally do, though. A little help there from Flynn for Shamrocks. However, they turn it over, and it's Little Caesars back the other way. Shot there. Save again. I believe that was Robbins letting the shot go. Hall, rather. My apologies. Courtney Hall letting the shot go. Another save there by Ava Hills, however. Caesars trying to keep it in. They do. Puck works down to the end line. Jang unable to get the shot away, though. Caesars putting on some pressure here. Point shot coming in. That one gets deflected. I don't remember Little Caesars able to get anything on it. Shamrocks trying to get out of their own zone now. Clearing attempt does get out. A little poke from Katie Flynn will get it the rest of the way. Caesars now trying to regroup in their own zone. Breakout pass. Could not find a teammate, though. And Shamrocks will come back the other way. Not for long, though. Before it's taken back by Caesars. Works into the slot. Here's Sims. Takes the shot. That one goes high. That was Kirsten Sims letting the shot go. She sailed it over the net. Sims, however, working on the back check, will take it away at neutral ice, and she'll look to carry back ahead herself. Sims with some speed. Works into the slot. Leaves it for a teammate. Pass right across the slot, but unable to get anything on it was Clemens. Nice play there. The pass from Robbins to Clemens, but Clemens unable to finish. Caesar's still putting on the pressure. There's a shot blocked right into the slot, and there's a goal. Kirsten Sims puts one by Ava Hills, and Little Caesars takes the lead 1-0 with 7:41 to go here in the first period. My apologies if I was not all that quick on the goal call. It would appeared to me that Ava Hills stopped that one, but nevertheless, Kirsten Sims puts it home for their game's first goal with 7:41 remaining here in the first period to give Little Caesars the 1-0 lead. Caesars wins the faceoff. Look to build from their own zone now. Here's Clemens. She works it up to Sims. Sims gets it the rest of the way, but has the puck taken away from her on a back check. She now has it again, though. Sims trying to work some more magic. Works around the zone. Comes to the near side boards. Swings back up the point to Garby. Garby's unable to keep it in though. Now Shamrock's trying to go back the other way. Trying to get some chances here are the Boston Shamrocks. Backhand thrown on net by Hudanish. Steered into the corner by Teal. Puck now gets swung all the way around, and Caesar trying to carry it ahead. Here's a chance now for Hall. Hall waits, fires, save made again by Hills. Hall on the backhand. She shot the backhand opportunity wide though on the rebound. Hall leaves it. Now the puck will get thrown all the way back to the Caesar defensive end, and Hall will have to give chase. Hall looks to build out of her own zone as she goes behind her net. She'll leave it for a teammate, Komorowski. Harassed there by a couple of Shamrocks players. Now a teammate comes in to support, Alex George. Trying to help out her teammate. Shamrocks still putting the pressure on though. Now Caesars finally breaks free a little bit. Clearing pass now. A chance here for George. She's got a teammate in front, unable to get anything on it as Hall. And the rebound chance would not go for McCullough. Caesar still keeping it in the zone with the point shot blocked there. Flack gets it out of her own zone. Flack tried to get the pass back from Flynn, could not. Puck goes up in the air in the Caesar zone. Go down behind the end line now. Pin there behind the net. A couple members of each team trying to dig that one out. Puck finally comes free, and it's now Caesars that'll look to carry it ahead. Clearing pass. Found Nichols of the Shamrocks instead. She'll fire it right back in and go for a change. Caesars trying to build out of their own zone now. Can't get very far though before the puck's turned over at center ice. Shamrocks trying to come the other way. Puck's still bouncing around neutral ice, and I'll come back in the Caesar defensive zone as they regroup. And here's Sims. Sims will carry it ahead again. Sims trying to work into the slot, but a poke check there from Akers denied her any more chances. Shamrocks trying to come the other way. It was Danish tried to take the shot. Got blocked into the corner though. She'll give chase after it. Tried to find a teammate in front. Caesar's there to intercept, and they'll come back ahead. Now with Robbins. She lost the puck though with a good defensive play. Robbins regains the puck, throws it in the slot. Can't find a teammate though. Puck now battled for by Sims behind the net. Shamrocks come away with it. And they'll come charging up the ice here. Lana Rosa trying to get something going for Boston. She cannot, however, and Caesars will try and go back the other way. They gave it away, though. Katarina regroups for Boston. Hall with a nice play, though, to keep the puck in. Caesars trying to keep the puck in the offensive zone now. They cannot. And now Boston will come back the other way. Terrazano tried to find a teammate. She instead found a skate. And here's Hall coming back the other way. Backhand shot save made by Hills. And Hills is going to cover up before Caesars can get anything going. It's Courtney Hall coming in on the opportunity for Little Caesars, and Ava Hills there to deny her that chance. And any rebound chance that any one of her teammates might have had. Shamrocks win the defensive zone faceoff, trying to get it out. Finally do. Delayed offside will cause Little Caesars to retreat. Now Shamrocks will work it ahead. They'll work it in on goal, however. And Amanda Thiel will cover up for the faceoff with 3:35 remaining here in the first period. Still 1-0 here in favor of Little Caesars on the goal from Kirsten Sims. Shamrocks win the faceoff. Puck comes right into the slot. But Emma O'Neill unable to get much on the shot. Now Boston will have to regroup from their own zone now. Puck chipped ahead there by O'Neill. Work all the way down. Caesars trying to work out of their own zone now. Clearing pass. Hall unable to get there. Will it go far enough for icing? No, says the referee as he waves it off. Boston trying to get it out of their own zone with Katarina. She works up to a teammate. And Spencer St. Pierre there to work it the rest of the way before she goes for a change. Caesars now looking to get out of their own zone. Pass up the ice, couldn't find Robin. She was looking for it, couldn't find it. Now here's an opportunity for Boston coming in. Shot save there by Thiel. That was Terrazano on the shot for Boston, and a good save there by Thiel. Shot there gets deflected. That will go high and over the glass. Hit the netting. We got a face-off with 2:26 left to go here in the first period. Still 1-0, as I said a moment ago, in favor of Little Caesars on the goal from Kirsten Sims. Face off. One kept in momentarily by Boston. Now pinned right near the blue line. They'll work it deep behind the Little Caesar net. Pass now right in the slot. Shot there. Oh, it hit the post. It was Terrazano letting the shot go, but she found the iron. And this one stays a 1-0 lead for Caesars. And now they will look to come back the other way. Charging ahead is Jang. Sims now has it in the slot. Sims trying to do something with it. Works into the far side corner. Works it back up to the point. Point shot there came from Regal. That one got blocked, never made it through. Now George on the point. She'll send it back down to a teammate in Jang. Puck works right out in front of the net. Sims unable to get much on it, though. Now Boston will look to charge back the other way. Anna O'Neill will dump it into the zone, go after it. She's unable to get much going now, and Caesars will come the other way. Here's Robbins. Robbins will dump one behind the net. Kill off for a change as Jang gives chase. Now a couple teammates in support. Puck pinned right near the Boston bench. Finally comes free, and Boston will look to carry it ahead. Can't get very far, though, as McCullough made sure the clearing pass wouldn't get very far, but now puck comes all the way back to the defensive zone of Little Caesars. And under a little bit of pressure, they'll look to get it out. Can't get very far, though, before they have to reverse back in their own zone. Now able to carry it ahead with some space is Clemens. Clemens will wheel right around the end line, work it back up to the point to a teammate. George will poke it back behind the end line to McCullough. McCullough trying to find a teammate. Does in Clemens. Clemens unable to get the shot away, though. Kept in now by Luff. Boston trying to get it out of their own zone. Can't get it very far, though. St. Pierre's clearing attempt didn't get very far. Kept in by Caesar, still at the point. Point shot, that never got through. Hit a couple of bodies on the way through. Now the puck will leak out of the zone. McCullough giving chase on the back check for Caesar. She's able to come away with it, go back the other way. She winds and fires one from the blue line. That one went narrowly wide as she peeled off for a change. And that horn will sound the end of the first period. Score still 1-0 in favor of Kirsten Sims. Other than that, no scoring here in the first period between the U-16 Boston Shamrocks and the U-16 Little Caesars squads. And ladies and gentlemen, we hope you are enjoying today's game and remind you that this game, as well as others from this weekend, are streamed live at jwhl.org, and all games are archived at our YouTube site. You can find it at www.youtube.com and search for JWHL. While you're there, we urge you to subscribe to our channel. It costs nothing, but will help us to continue to bring you the best of the Junior Women's Hockey League. A good period of back and forth action here between the Shamrocks and Little Caesars squads. It seemed to me that Little Caesars was able to establish a little more pressure and control of the game after that early power play opportunity. Obviously, they were indeed unsuccessful on the only power play opportunity of the period. However, they were able to find the back of the net courtesy of Kirsten Sims. She puts her squad up 1-0 here as we are just about ready to get underway in the second period. No changes to the goalies, as one would expect. I mean, Ava Hill's playing pretty darn well in net for Boston, and Amanda Thiel was up to the task whenever challenged during her first period of work, and we are underway here now in the second period. Boston winning the opening faceoff, or my apologies, Little Caesars, and they'll work it back the other way with Jang. She'll try to wind, fires a shot on net that's kicked away by Hills. Caesars trying to keep it in. They do. Regal chipped it, and they'll get the rest of the way, courtesy of help of a teammate. Bouncing around in the Boston defensive zone. Boston trying to clear it. Now able to, as a clearing pass will go all the way up, but Terrazano negates the icing there for Boston. Unable to really build anything offensively, though, so it's cleared right back down to the other end. This one will not make it far enough for icing. And Akers will have to recover behind her own net. She'll leave it for a teammate, into Danish. Danish harassed there. She worked it to a teammate. Now that one will get flung all the way down. That one will make it far enough, and no one will tag it up. That will be the first icing here of the second period. Just 59 seconds in. So a little back and forth action there in the first minute. A couple breakout passes, unable to find teammates, but nevertheless, we are just 59 seconds into the second period here. Little Caesars wins the puck back to the point. Puck comes right into the slot. Shot never really got off from Luff's stick. A couple Shamrocks players getting in the way of that. Puck worked into the near side corner. Bouncing around there now along the near side boards. Comes to the point to Clemens. Clemens will work it to a teammate. Looks to get it back. Finds Sims instead. She'll wheel. Look to leave one in the corner for a teammate. Luff couldn't control it though, and Boston will carry it back the other way. Trying to get something going here are the Shamrocks. They work the puck all the way down, not far enough for icing. That'll cause George to have to deal with it her own zone. Risky breakout pass there. It's going to be a race for icing. Oh, and that one gets called. Looked to me like Sims might have beaten that one out, but nevertheless, that one will come all the way back down for icing. Close one there, but nevertheless, face-off will come back to the Little Caesars zone. Be a defensive zone draw for them. Osborne against McCullough. Osborne for Boston, McCullough for Little Caesars. McCullough wins the face-off. Look to work it back up the other way, and they now finally do with Hall. Hall carries it ahead. Puck worked into the slot. Shot there. Not sure if it ever got to Hills, but shot was taken by McCullough of Little Caesars. Boston trying to work it out in their own zone. Unable to thus far. Now finally do with Emma O'Neill. And now look to carry it in the offensive zone, but Osborne couldn't get very far. Hall now for Caesars. Takes it back in the zone. Tried to find a teammate in the slot. She was looking for Regal, but Regal could not get a stick on it. Puck comes right out in the slot, cleared away by Boston, and that one gets thrown right through the slot, but nobody from either team will be able to get a stick on that one. That one will come all the way back down now for another icing. That one will be charged to Boston, and that one will come all the way back down into the Shamrock defensive zone. Be a face-off here with 14:10 left to go in the second. Boston wins the face-off in their own zone, carried behind the net by Katarina. Caesars works it back down behind the net. No Caesars player there to take it, however. Boston will look to try and build out of their own zone, trying to get something going here on offense. They don't get very far, though. Before it's thrown back into the defensive zone. Here's Robbins. Takes the shot. Save made by Hills. Rebound chance. Hills again. Puck comes right out of the slot. Another save by Hills. Making a couple of them in a row right there. Ava Hills to keep this at a 1-0 game. Caesars still trying to get something going here on offense. They still have the puck. Point shot, never got to the net, got deflected. There was a point shot coming from Garby. Garby has it again, works it over to her teammate. That one will get thrown back behind the net. Now comes to Clemens. She'll work it back up in the point to Garby. Garby back to Clemens. Clemens will try to work into the slot. She gets taken down, and we are going to have a penalty here. Delayed call coming up. I believe it's going to be a tripping against Boston. And as the extra skater comes out, Little Caesars will look to get something going here with the extra attacker. Giving chase back into her own zone. It's Clemens, and she'll take it back behind her own net. She's harassed by Terrazano. Boston trying to touch the puck up. Thus far unable to. Here's Robbins in her own corner. Works back along the far side boards. However, Garby unable to get a handle on it, and we are going to have a tripping call upcoming here to the Boston Shamrocks. That one is going to go to Sheridan Terrazano. 2 minutes she will sit for tripping with 12:31 to go here in the second. Be Little Caesars' second power play opportunity of the game. And Sims, the goal scorer, will come out to take the draw for the Caesars power play unit. She wins the faceoff. Cleared back ahead. McCullough, she gets it off the boards. McCullough works it in the slot to Sims. She couldn't get a handle on it, though. She had a chance in front, but Sims unable to get a handle. Caesars trying to get the puck back to build something on the power play. They do. Hall now has it. Works it back up on the point to Regal. She'll pause. Go cross ice to Hall again. Hall will give it right back to Regal cross ice. Regal back up on the point to Garby. Garby will pause, finds Sims. Sims back up the point to Garby. She takes the point shot, got through, saved by Hills. Puck now bounces right in front. Finally comes to Hills, and she will cover it up for a faceoff with 1:24 to go on the power play. It appears though Little Caesars not going to make any changes here to their power play unit. Couple fresh penalty killers out there for Boston now. Caesars is able to win the faceoff courtesy of Sims. Comes back on the point to Regal. She works it down, now gets it back at the top of the point. She'll take the point shot. That one got through, but it went wide of the net. Worked back up to the point to McCullough. McCullough down to Regal. Regal takes the shot. Save there by Hills. And that one will get cleared by Boston. Another good save there from Ava Hills. Regal now has it right near her own blue line. Looking to work it back ahead. She'll take it back behind her own net. Look to build from there. She'll work it ahead to Sims. We'll find McCullough. McCullough with a little room. Skates it in. Works it to Sims in the slot. Sims took the shot, but that one got blocked away by Katarina. Hall now has it. She'll reverse it around. Sims couldn't get there, but Garby could at the point. Garby back down to Sims. And Sims will now switch with her back up to the point. Here comes to George. George takes the shot. That one never got through, though. Sims now has it again. Sims works it back up the point to George. George works it back down to the end line to a teammate, Hall. Hall takes the shot. That one's saved. Took a shot up high on Hills, and Hills knocked that one away. The penalty is expiring. Sims works it down behind the end line. Tried to get it back in front. Hall tried to find her, could not, however. And busting out of the penalty box was Terrazano. She could not get to the puck, though, in time to get a breakaway opportunity. Terrazano now aggressive on the forecheck. Works it right out in front. But a shot there from St. Pierre got blocked. Now a potential 3-on-2 coming back the other way for Caesars. Hall works it into the slot. Deflection right there in front of the net, and the net will come loose before any Little Caesars player can get a handle on it. A good scoring chance there. Hall threw it right in front for a teammate and Avery Robbins. And Robbins got a deflection right in front, but Hill's able to make the save, and the net gets bounced off its moorings before anyone can pick up the rebound. Still 1-0 here in the second period. Just about 10 minutes left here. Caesars keeping it in the offensive zone. Back up at the point to George. She'll work it down to Clemens. Work it for Robbins. And she'll work it back down in the corner to Clemens. Back up at the point to George. And now George will fling it right back down behind the end line. Caesars trying to find that perfect play. That one will go all the way down. A pass could not find either point one. Now Little Caesars will have to regroup from behind their own end line with George. Works it for Komorowski. She'll work it up to Clemens. Clemens tried to find Robbins, but Robbins wasn't paying attention. Doesn't hurt though, as Caesars will carry it back ahead the other way. Here comes Jang. She works it into the corner. Bump there. She loses the puck, and now Boston will try and carry it back the other way. Pass ahead, couldn't get very far. And now a clearing attempt will go right into the Little Caesar bench. And we'll have a face-off with 8:52 to go here in the second period. Sims finds the face-off, tried to take a shot. Now the puck is worked right out in front. Nothing there coming for Little Caesars, though. Boston able to deny any chance. Right out in front of the net. Luff looking for a teammate. She works back up on the point to Garby. Garby and Sims switch as Sims takes the point now. She'll work down to the circle. Leave it there for Regal. Regal's shot saved there by Hills. There's some traffic in front, but Hills stay able to track it and block that one away. Puck now gets worked down behind the end line. Caesars trying to get something going. And now we're going to have another penalty coming up to Boston as they touch up. And it would appear a body checking penalty is coming. And it is indeed. That one will be assessed to Jackie Lee. She will sit 2 minutes for body checking here with 8:09 left. In the second period, it will be the third power play opportunity for Little Caesars, the third penalty kill for the Boston Shamrocks. And they get off to a good start here as they chip it all the way back down to the Little Caesars end, where the Regal have to give chase. And now she'll carry it ahead herself with some speed. Gaining some speed as Regal into the zone. Works it down behind the net. Pauses, looking for a teammate. Finds one. Garby now to Sims. Sims tried to work it down behind the end line. Could not. Caesars still able to keep the puck though. Back up on the point to Regal. Regal takes the shot. Never got through. Backhand chance there for Luff right in front of the net. But that one would not go. She shot it wide. Sims now has it. She works it back up the point and then leaves it to Regal. Regal pinched from the near side boards. Takes the shot. That one goes in. I believe Lauren Regal taking the point shot. That one finds its way through, and it's 2-0 here on the power play goal for Little Caesars with 7:18 to go in the second period. There appeared to be some net front presence there that might have inhibited Ava Hills' view, and it's a point shot that comes in from Lauren Regal that's able to find the back of the twine to put Little Caesars up 2-0 with 7:18 to go here in the second period. Caesars will look to add on right away as McCullough comes back into the zone. She had the puck poked away from her though. Battling for it along the far side boards, right in front of the Little Caesar bench. Now it'll come free, but carry it ahead by Emma O'Neill. She works into the zone. Tried to throw him in front of the net. That one never got through though. Or rather, never reached Thiel. Hasn't had to do much this period. Caesars trying to work back the other way. They do. Clemens and Robbins coming in for Caesars. They're trying to find something, but cannot, unfortunately. And now Caesars will have to regroup from on their own blue line with McCullough. She'll make a couple of moves in center ice. McCullough now works in. McCullough pulls, takes the shot, save. Well, now covered up by Hills. The shot actually was blocked by a Boston defender. I believe it was Dina Akers getting in the way of that one. And Ava Hills jumps on it to cover it up. .6:19 to go here in the second period. 2-0 now on goals from Sims and Regal. For Little Caesar, now Boston coming back. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Shamrocks. Shot taken, that one got blocked wide. Shot taken, I believe, by Terrazano, and it was blocked wide by Alex George of Little Caesars. Boston trying to work it back into the zone. Battle for it right near the blue line. And the puck will now leak back into the Little Caesar defensive zone. Trying to work it now. They do. Here's Sims. She sees open ice and she's going to take it. But that one will go down offside. Little Caesars had a potential 3-on-1 there, but I believe it was Anya Jang getting a little out ahead of her teammates. And that one will instead be whistled back for an offsides, and we'll have a face-off with 5:37 left right in front of the Boston blue line near the near sideboards. Face-off won by Caesars. They work it back ahead. Puck comes right into the slot. A Little Caesars player unable to get a stick on it, though. Boston will try and take it back the other way. Recovered at center ice by Clemens, and Clemens will look to gain some speed, and does. Carries it back ahead. Clemens will try to work into the slot. Tried to find a teammate, McCullough, but McCullough got her stick tied up. Could not get anything on a shot. Battle for it now. McCullough in there. She works the puck free. Clemens works it right on the slot. Shot comes now from Garby. Rebound chance. Again, save. Couple saves right in a row again by Hills. She denied Garby and Hall on that one, and now she will grab it and cover up, and we'll have a face-off right to her left. In Hills' defensive zone with 4:48 here to go in the second period. A couple more scoring chances there for Little Caesars, but a couple more good solid saves from Ava Hills and net for the Boston Shamrocks. Puck now off the face-off, gets worked down behind the end line. Caesars keeping it in this far. Boston now able to work it ahead. Chipped into the zone by Vautour. Vautour tried to get it back when she got to the corner, could not. And now it's Caesars coming back the other way. This is Robbins. Robbins trying to work free, drives the backhand. We're going to have a delayed penalty coming up. Rebound chance there. Couple saves again right in a row for Hills. Now Boston will touch up and we will get a hooking call upcoming to Sydney Vautour. Robbins drove hard to the net, got around her, and Vautour did anything. Oh, rather, I apologize. It is not Vautour going to the box. It is Sabrina Osborne going to the box for the Boston Shamrocks. My apologies. Looked like Vautour was going to the box, but she was instead just going to her bench. Nevertheless, a hooking call as Robbins was driving to the net. And Boston able to clear the puck right off of the face-off here on the fourth power play opportunity for Little Caesars. Thus far, they are 1 for 3, converting on the last chance, courtesy of Lauren Regal, who has the puck now. And she'll carry it ahead for Little Caesars. She works into the zone, looking for a teammate now. Drive behind the end line. Work it back up on the point to Luff. Luff will work it around to Garby. Garby will work it into the corner to Jang. Jang will fire it around the boards for a teammate. Caesars, the puck at the point with Regal. Regal works it into a teammate in Jang. Jang now leaves it for Robbins. Robbins tried to find Jang again, could not. Now we're gonna going to have a neutral zone face-off. No penalty call. I couldn't quite hear what the referee called. I believe he might have called a hand pass. And we're going to have a face-off outside the zone with 1:09 remaining here on the power play chance. 3:21 to go in the second. Sims, the first goal scorer, now in to take the face-off. She wins it back. And Caesars will look to carry it into the zone. As far as able to, however. McCullough now, she swerves, or, well, thought she did. Thought she weaved her way into the zone. However, a teammate was offside, and we'll have another neutral zone face-off with 56 seconds left now on the man advantage for Little Caesars. Face-off again, won by Sims. Cross-ice pass to McCullough. Teammates trying to tag up, and they cannot, and we will have another face-off right outside the zone. And Caesars gets called for offsides once again. They will switch positions for this one, though. This one will be right in front of Little Caesar bench as opposed to cross ice. And Sims again wins the face-off. Going 3 for 3 on those right now, and Caesars finally able to work it into the zone on side with Hall. Hall will wheel it around the boards to Komorowski. Komorowski leaves it for Sims. She'll pinch into the far side corner. She'll work it right out in front for a teammate. I believe it was McCullough who couldn't quite get a stick on it, though. Sims will now work back up the point. With the carry to the slot instead. Drops it off to a teammate. Shot came there. Went wide, however. On the point shot, I believe, from Garby. Penalty set to expire here. Or Komorowski, rather, as she fires it again. Caesars still keeping it in the zone. Cross-ice pass. Hall winds. I believe that's Hall winds and fires that one wide. She wound up for that one, but could not find the net with it. Boston trying to get out of their own zone. Cannot thus far. McCullough has it. She works it in the slot for a teammate. Komorowski tried to get free. Now does get free. Tries to take the point shot. That one gets blocked into the corner, though, by Anna O'Neill for Boston. Puck works back around to the near side boards. Unable to get a handle on it now. McCullough does. Takes the shot. That one, I believe, goes wide. I'm not sure it ever got to Hills. Puck now still sitting down behind the end line for Boston. They are finally able to work it out. This one will not go far enough for icing, as Regal will touch up and carry it back ahead. She's got some speed. Here's Regal working it in. Leaves it for a teammate. Hall works right in the slot, but a nice back check there from Katie Flynn denies that chance. Hall was walking right into the slot, but Flynn on the back check made sure that she could get no shot away. Here's 7 now for Little Caesars and Clemens. She works it to a teammate down behind her on net. Puck works right in the slot. Shot there. And a save from Amanda Thill. One of the only chances she's been called upon to save thus far this period. Not a whole lot of work for her. With 53 seconds left to go in the second. This one has been all Little Caesars so far, especially here in the second period. And they now have the puck and will work it ahead. Cross-ice pass to Clemens, who's in her skate, but she recovers instead, works it back to her own blue line to Regal. Regal tried to get it right back to her, could not. Works to Regal in her own zone. She'll find a teammate cross-ice. Now a cross-ice pass to Clemens, and Clemens has some space and gains some speed into the zone. Works it in the slot, wiped away there by the Shamrocks. Works back up the point to Garby. Garby takes the shot. That one got all the way through to Hills. Hills fights it off, though, and the puck gets knocked back into the far side corner. Puck will now work back into the Little Caesars defensive zone here as the second period is getting ready to expire. Regal will carry it back out to center ice, take the shot, where it'll be kicked away by Hills as the buzzer sounds, and we're going to have about a 10-minute intermission here, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you are enjoying today's game, and we do remind you that this game, as well as others from this weekend, are being streamed live at JWHL.org And all of our games are archived at our YouTube site. You can find it by searching JWHL at youtube.com. While you are there, we urge you to subscribe to our channel. It costs you nothing, but it will help us continue to bring you the very best of the Junior Women's Hockey League. We are going to have about a 10-minute intermission here as they resurface the ice. I will be back with you shortly here to bring you all the third period action. Currently 2-0 in favor of the Little Caesars U-16 squad. First goal coming courtesy of Kirsten Sims. The second one a power play goal in that second period, courtesy of Lauren Riegel. And that is where we stand here as the Zamboni will get ready to re-enter the ice. We'll be back in just a few short moments for the third period. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Rink 3 here at the Bill Gray's Iceplex on the campus of Monroe Community College here in Rochester, New York. This is your presentation of the Junior Women's Hockey League, bringing to you the Little Caesars U-16 team against the Boston Shamrocks U-16 team here in this weekend-long tournament up in Rochester, New York. My name is Josh Aldred. I've been bringing you the action through periods 1 and 2, and I'll be with you through period 3 here of this 2-0 contest currently in favor of Little Caesars. Little Caesars picking up a first period goal courtesy of Kirsten Sims and a second period goal courtesy of Lauren Riegel on the power play. Both teams have retaken the ice. The refs are just about to put the nets back in their proper places, and we are just about ready to get underway here in the third period on a brand new sheet of ice. As I said, Rink 3 here. I believe 4 rinks in total in this massive ice complex here in Rochester, New York on the campus of Monroe Community College. 3 rinks currently dedicated to this hockey tournament this weekend, and 1 currently covered in a large patch of lacrosse turf for, I'm guessing, some sort of indoor lacrosse tournament that they're planning on holding here. But we're in the back of the building in the hockey arenas and the hockey rinks playing some hockey. Little Caesars against Boston Shamrocks. Underway here in the third period, and it's Sims, the first goal scorer for the Little Caesars, getting the puck into her offensive zone. Unable to get very far, though, before it's taken back to center ice. Boston trying to get something going offensively here. Cannot, and it's worked back ahead by Caesars. Sims now has it in front of the Boston bench. She'll wheel into the slot, leave it for Hall. Hall right back into the slot to Sims. But Sims could not get a redirection going. Battle for it in the near side corner. Boston comes away with it. That is Anna O'Neill. Anna able to work it out for her team. Poked ahead by a teammate. Now Caesars trying to come back the other way. They can with Garby. Garby weaves her way into the Boston zone. Leaves it for a teammate in Luff. Luff gave it away, though. Now Boston trying to come back the other way. Get as far as center. Jackie Lees does before she dumps it in behind Little Caesars net. And it's taken away there by Little Caesars, and they will work it out of their own zone with Clemens. She got to the blue line, however, before she was stifled. Now battle for it behind the Little Caesar net. Puck comes back up to the point. Point shot there went wide, coming from Sydney Vautour. Boston really unable to get anything going on offensively there, and they will have to regroup from their own zone. Vautour finds a teammate. Terrazano tried to find a teammate on a backhand pass, gave it away, however. Now Little Caesars will bring it back into their offensive zone. Worked deep by Robbins, supported there now by Clemens, but Boston coming out of the scrum with it. Puck works back on the point to Luff. She'll fire it back into a teammate. And Robbins, puck works right out in front of the slot, but Clemens can't get a stick on it in time. Puck now pinned along the near side board. Couple members of each team battling for it there. No one really able to get a handle on it. Now finally Little Caesars does. Comes to Luff at the point. Luff will work it to a teammate along the far side board. She'll throw a cross ice pass to Komorowski. Her point shot got blocked, and now it'll be thrown back down the ice by St. Pierre of Boston, and that one is coming back down for the first icing of the third period here. 14:34 remaining in the third. Still 2-0 in favor of Little Caesars as we are getting ready for a defensive zone face-off for the Boston Shamrocks. Osborne in to take the draw for Boston. However, McCullough wins it for Little Caesars. Boston can't get it out of their own zone. It'll be fired back down behind the end line. Jang there to pursue Akers. Caesars all looked like they were going to come away with the puck, but Boston now coming back the other way. St. Pierre will poke it ahead all the way down on goal, where it'll be covered up by goalie Amanda Thiel, and she'll cover it up for a face-off with 14:10 remaining here in the third period. Face-off now gets thrown all the way around the end boards. Little Caesars unable to work it out, though, with Jang. She now does work it out to a teammate in Hall. Hall carries it in, takes the shot, and it is snagged and held by Ava Hills, and we'll have a defensive zone face-off for the Shamrocks. Hills has played really well in goal so far today for the Shamrocks, making a bountiful amount of quality saves to keep her team in this game. Point shot there, another save by Hills. That point shot gets fired by the second goal scorer, Lauren Riggle. But Hills there to answer that one with her left pad, and another face-off will come to her right. Face-off one by Little Caesars. Point shot again comes through. Deflected right in front of the net by Hall, but Hills another save. Hall lurking. Made it a little difficult for the Caesars, for the Boston defenders to get it out of the zone. Boston trying to work it out of their own zone now. They finally work it deep into the Little Caesars zone, courtesy of Buona Rosa. And now we're going to get a delayed penalty coming up here, and it is going to be a hooking call upcoming. And it will be Anya Jang of Little Caesars going to the box. She will sit 2 minutes for a hooking call with 13:11 here to go in the third period. Boston now going on their first power play opportunity of the day. See if they can get some offense going here. Sims wins the faceoff in her own defensive zone. Caesars trying to work it out of the zone. They do. Now Sims will give chase after it. Sims pokes it into the Boston zone. Shamrocks will try and build from their own zone. They can't get very far before Komorowski pokes it back into the defensive zone of the Shamrocks, and they'll have to recover again. Giveaway right there into the slot. Shot never really made it through. Clemens couldn't get a stick on it. Point shot was blocked from Alex George. Clemens there, but just unable to poke it home. She got tied up with a Boston defender before she could poke that one home. Little Caesars now regrouping in their own zone with Sims. Sims will now gain some speed through center, weave her way into the Boston zone. Sims trying to work her way into the slot, gives the puck away though. Now Boston, potential breakaway, but that one could not find Terrazano. No icing as she's the first one back. There's a near breakaway there for Boston. They're trying to keep it in the zone, they do. Line firing there on the point shot, they score! Jocelyn Hudanish winds and fires one from the point that beat Amanda Thiel high on the glove side, and it's 2-1 here in favor of Little Caesars. Boston able to cut the lead in half with 11:54 to go in this third period. A power play goal coming from Jocelyn Hudanish puts the Shamrocks on the board and cuts that Little Caesars lead in half. Certainly a lot of time left in this one as Little Caesars comes back the other way. It was Regal letting the shot go. Her shot got deflected high up over the net. We will have a defensive zone face-off, though, for the Shamrocks as one of their players deflected the puck out of play. Little Caesars wins the face-off. It's Luff keeping it in. She gives it away, though, now. She loses possession, and it's St. Pierre coming back the other way for the Shamrocks. Doesn't get very far, though, before she had the puck taken away from her. Puck now comes into the Little Caesar defensive zone. They'll look to build from there. Garby now with it. Tried to find a teammate. did, but Robbins couldn't get a handle on it, but Boston coming back the other way will get called for the offsides, and we will have a face-off right outside the Little Caesars zone. .16 remaining here in the third period. Little Caesars works it up to Sims, and she'll charge ahead. Tried to find a teammate, could not. Pass got deflected. Clearing attempt by Terrazano. She fell down, however. And it's Little Caesars keeping it in with Sims. She works it deep. Shot came there. Hills with another save. Sims works it around to Regal, but Hills comes up with another good save. Regal now has it again along the far side circle. Puck now into the near side corner, right in front of some of the other players in this tournament, anxiously awaiting their chance to take the ice. Puck works right out in front of the net. Oh, and it just goes wide. Sims poked it just wide of the net, as she had an opportunity in front. Sims now gets it again. Her shot might have even been blocked by a teammate. Couple players standing in front. McCullough for Little Caesars and Katarina for Boston denied Sims' shot going in there. Now we're going to have a delayed penalty, and we have a tripping call upcoming to Little Caesars. Boston will go back on the power play where they just cut the lead in half. We'll see if they can tie it up here with 10:10 remaining in the third period. I believe that is Alex George going to the box for a 2-minute tripping minor. And we will skate 5-on-4 for a little bit here. Caesars wins the face-off. Tried to work it deep into the Boston zone, could not, however. Boston coming back the other way now. Charging ahead is Lees. She drives hard to the end line. Lees couldn't find a teammate before she lost the puck, however. Now it's Clemens trying to get it away. She pokes it away. Clemens has a chance. Clemens walks in. Oh, she put the backhand wide. Clemens got around the defender, got herself a little mini breakaway chance, but put the backhand attempt wide. There was room. She just couldn't get enough of a handle on it. Caesars coming back the other way. Puck almost given right away to Clemens again in the slot by Akers, but instead Boston will come back the other way. Here's Flynn. She goes charging in the middle of the ice. Takes the shot. That one never got through. Block there by the Caesars defender, Komorowski. Denied that shot from getting through. And Boston will look to build from right around the end line, red line. That puck will get cleared all the way down, and that one will go for icing. Sydney Votor thought she had a teammate up in front of her, did not, however. And she clears that one all the way down for an icing call. With 52 seconds remaining here on Boston's second power play opportunity of the period and of the game. 9:01 remaining here in the third period. Caesars wins the faceoff, and it'll go all the way back to center ice, and they'll swing it right back into the Boston defensive zone. Battle for it now. Sims for Little Caesars battling for it in the near side corner. She goes down, and now we're going to have a penalty upcoming to the Shamrocks. Sims a little slow to get to her feet. Appears to be okay, though. And we're going to have a high sticking call on Sydney Votor. That will negate the Boston power play. It'll end it with 34 seconds remaining, so we will skate 4 aside for 34 seconds before Little Caesars will go on, if my memory serves me correct, what I believe will be their 5th power play opportunity of the game thus far. McCullough works right in the slot, takes the shot. Shoulder save there by Ava Hills. McCullough got it right off the faceoff. Worked right into the slot, took the shot, but Hills there to answer the bell again. Puck comes up to the point to Regal. She works it down into a teammate in Luff. Luff works it back to Regal in the high slot. Regal takes the shot. Good block there from Nichols. Regal keeping it in. Works it deep behind the end line. Swings it back, looking for Luff. She couldn't get it. St. Pierre now has it. as the first penalty expires, and now Boston will go on the chance. St. Pierre trying to get a chance for Boston. She'll fire one on net, and Thiel will just grab it and cover it up. If I misspoke there, I apologize. It is now Little Caesars going on the power play chance here. They have a minute 16 left of power play time after Alex George's penalty expired. 8 minutes to go here in the third period. Still a 2-1 score line in favor of Little Caesars. Well, Caesars will pause behind their own net, look to build from there. Regal will carry it in for Caesars. Works into the slot to McCullough. McCullough works it down behind the net. We'll weave around, look for some options. McCullough working back up to the point to Clemens. Back down to McCullough. McCullough tried to find Clemens back in the slot, but that one goes all the way out the center. Clemens now with some speed, charges back into the Boston zone. She'll now pause right near the circle. Work it back up the point to Hall. Hall back to Clemens, near side circle. Back down to the end line to McCullough. McCullough tried to work her way in the slot. Instead pokes the puck to Hall. Hall work it back. Hall now has it again. She winds and fires. That one got blocked down by Buonarosa. Hall now has it again at the point. She'll work it over to Regal on the far side. She'll take the shot. Padded, right pad save there from Ava Hills, and now it'll work out into neutral ice. As the penalty expires here, Hall works right back in the slot, takes the shot, save there by Hills. Then Hall threw one right in front of the net, but no one was paying attention to the puck. Puck comes into the near side boards now. McCullough tried to get free, could not. Hall there in support, however. She now has it at the point, works it across to Regal. Regal lets the shot go, save there by Hill, I believe. It either hit Hill or the post, nevertheless it stays out. Boston now able to clear the zone. Little Caesars trying to carry it back the other way. Here's Hall. She works down to the circle, now down to the end line. Hall works in, save there by Hills. Hills stands up, makes the save. Boston now works it back down. Well, one referee called icing, the other one waved it off. So we'll have no icing there on the play. Caesars trying to work it back the other way now. Here's Sims, she has it now. Potential 3-on-1 for Little Caesars, works in the slot, shot there, save made. Oh, and the rebound was swiped away by the Shamrocks before any Caesars player could get a stick on it. Coming back the other way now is Boston. They work it into the corner with Danish. Puck now worked right into the slot. Sims is there to take it away for Caesars and go back the other way, though. She carries it in, leaves it for a teammate in Robbins. Robbins will now work it back on the point to Komorowski, who pinches and keeps it in. Sims now has it along the far side board. She works it back up to the point to Komorowski. Komorowski takes the point shot. That one never got through. Down behind the net now. Sims has it, and we're going to have a cross-checking penalty, it would appear. Going, I believe, might even be to Sims. It is indeed going to Kirsten Sims, the first goal scorer for Little Caesars. She will go to the box, 2 minutes for cross-checking, and another power play opportunity here for the Boston Shamrocks with 4:57 to go here in the third period. Boston works it deep into the Little Caesar zone. Worked it behind the net. Boston trying to get it something going, throws it right out in front. Here's a backhand chance right on net. And Phil there to eat it up. Shamrocks working a chance there, just unable to poke it past the goaltender, Amanda Thiel. This one remains 2-1 here. Boston still with plenty of time to get another one on the board, though. They have it in the zone. Puck just now finally comes to the point. That was Riley Nichols winding and firing one from the point, but a good save there by Thiel. Boston now trying to get something going again. Here's Hudanish with it. She's the goal scorer for Boston. Hudanish gave it up to Nichols, who threw it back into the corner. Hudanish with it again. Hudanish back to Nichols. Back down to Hudanish. Hudanish will take the shot. Save made. Rebound. Oh, and that one went wide. High and wide from Hudanish. There was a lane, and now here's a chance going back the other way. It's Clemens. She's got a breakaway for Little Caesars. Takes the shot. Saved there by Hills. Clemens opted for the move last time. The shot this time. Here's McCullough working back the other way. She can't get a shot away, though. That was Clemens with another shorthanded breakaway opportunity. This time she went with the shot. Hills stayed with her all the way, though. Here's McCullough coming back the other way. She tried to dance into the slot. Could not get through, though. Boston trying to work out of their own zone. Roughly 20 seconds to go here on the man advantage. Boston will settle it in their own zone. Breakout pass intercepted by Garby, and she is going to get called for the offside. She is bummed about that one because she had a lane right to the net to take the shot, but that one will get called back with 11 seconds remaining here on the power play opportunity. 3:08 to go in the third period. Little Caesars still holding on to that 2-1 advantage as Hall wins the face-off in neutral ice, and she'll take it all the way back to her own zone to kill off the remaining 11 seconds. She'll wheel it around for a teammate. Unable to get it out, though, is Jang. Coming back the other way is Boston. Shot there. That one got blocked. That was Votor letting it go for Boston, but that one never made it through. Penalty has expired now. Coming back the other way. Puck gets thrown all the way down to Hills. And she will cover up for the face-off with 2:40 now remaining here in the third period. Still 2-1 in favor of Little Caesars. Boston unable to poke one home on their last two power play opportunities after converting on their first chance. Now here's a chance coming back the other way. It's Boston coming in on a breakaway. Saved there by Thiel. Juana Rosa coming in for Boston was denied there by the pad of Amanda Thiel to keep this one 2-1 in favor of Little Caesars. They work it behind their own net now. Little Caesars now coming back the other way. Here's Luff. Luff drives to the end line. Luff throws one right out in front. Save there now, coming from Hills. Hills with another save there. I believe it was Hall gathering the chance right in front, but Hills stands tall, keeps that one out of the net. 1:57 now remaining here in the third period. McCullough leaves it for a teammate at the point. Point shot there from George, got deflected into the corner. Komorowski keeps it in for Little Caesars. Puck now goes behind the Boston net. Little Caesars still keeping in with McCullough. She wheels and fires it back down behind the end line. Clemens goes after it there. Puck comes out right in the slot to Sims. Sims tried to get the backhand on net, could not. Now it's Boston coming back the other way. Potential 3-on-2. Instead, it'll get dumped in by Lees, and she'll peel off with the teammate to go to the bench. St. Pierre giving chase there. Clearing attempt there by Little Caesars, intercepted by Votor. Little Caesars now able to come back the other way here with McCullough. McCullough tries to drag one into the slot, cannot, loses it, but gets it back in the corner. She'll poke it out ahead of herself. And then work it back into the corner, trying to find a teammate, but instead found Francesca Caterina. Worked free along the far side boards by Boston. Fired back around the boards. 35 seconds to go here now. In this one, Boston looked to go back ahead the other way. Juana Rosa worked it into the zone. Couldn't get much going though. Now here comes a shot from Votor, but that one went high and wide. Or rather, my apologies, that was Riley Nichols letting the shot go. 15 seconds to go in this one. Pass right in the slot. Shot there. They score! They score! 11.5 seconds to go, and the Boston Shamrocks have tied it. I believe again, courtesy of Jocelyn Hudanish. She ties this one with 11.5 seconds to go. Some good forechecking, a slot opportunity for Hudanish, and she pokes it home to tie this one. As the buzzer sounds, and we are headed to overtime here at Rink 3 of the Bill Grays Iceplex. An exciting finish there to that one. Jocelyn Hudanish picking up 2 third-period goals for her team to tie this one at 2 and send this one to overtime. By my understanding, we will have a 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime period. The Zamboni will not come back out on the ice, much like you see in NHL games. We'll go straight to the overtime period here after each team briefly discusses it with their bench. We will have some 3-on-3 hockey for you. Just to give you a quick recap of what's going on so far, we are at Rink 3 of the Bill Grays Iceplex in the Monroe Community College campus here in Rochester, New York. We're watching the Little Caesars U-16 squad take on the Boston Shamrocks. My apologies, Boston Shamrocks U-16 squad. It was Little Caesars getting out early in this one, courtesy of a goal of Kirsten Sims, followed in the second period by her teammate Lauren Regal. They put Little Caesars up 2-0. And now moments ago, it was Jocelyn Hudanish picking up her second goal of the third period after picking up a power play goal early on. It was Hudanish again getting a chance right in the slot, putting one past Little Caesar goalie Amanda Thiel to tie this one with 11.5 seconds to go. And we are now underway here in the 3-on-3 overtime period. Coming ahead is Regal. Regal takes the shot. That one goes wide. Lots of room to work out there on the ice for both teams now. And now here's Boston going back the other way. It was Terrazano who pokes one free. Couldn't really get by Hall, however. Now Little Caesars trying to come back the other way. Hall, she's got some space to work. Works into the slot. Hall takes the shot. Saved there by Hills. Now Boston will look to come back the other way. It'll be Terrazano. She'll take on all 3 Little Caesars skaters herself as her teammates went for a change. Here's now Sims. Sims works right into the slot. Sims with a nice little toe drag. Can't get by the defenseman, though. Nichols with a nice defensive play. Little Caesars trying to set something up. George right across to Sims. What a save by Hills. And then Hills grabs it out of the air. A nice pass there from Alex George. Found Kirsten Sims on the doorstep on the backside. But Ava Hills comes to the task again to deny Little Caesars the game winner. Puck comes up to the point to George. George takes the shot. McCullough tried to poke it in, could not. Boston trying to recover and work it out themselves. Now with a chance to. However, George denied that chance. It was Juana Rosa trying to go back the other way. Here's McCullough driving towards the net. McCullough takes the shot. Save again by Hills. Hills making a couple really nice saves here already in the overtime period. 3:30 to go here in overtime. George with it at the point. Takes the shot. That one got deflected wide. McCullough now working it behind the end line. Kicks it to herself. Reverses it back to Clemens. Boston now trying to go back the other way. Finally gaining control is Nichols. She'll work it across ice. Juana Rosa trying to get by. Could not this far. Harassing George now in her own end. And she'll now peel off for a change. McCullough wheels in her own end. Finds Clemens. Clemens couldn't get a handle on it. Now Boston might have a chance to set something up. Throws one right out in front. Terrazano trying to find Lees on the back door. Could not, however, as Jackie Lee's unable to get a stick on it. Now a battle for it right in front of the bench. Puck comes free all the way to the far side boards. It'll be chipped in by Votor. She goes to the bench. Boston trying to keep it in. They cannot now. And it's Robbins coming back the other way for Little Caesars. Robbins takes the shot. Save there by Hills. And she will snag that one with the glove. Covered up for a face-off here with 2:19 left in overtime. Face-off won by Little Caesars. Here's Luff now with it. Along the near side boards. She'll leave it into the corner to Clemens, or Robbins rather. My apologies. Robbins tried to weave into the slot, could not, however. Boston trying to get back the other way. Nichols. Now here coming up ice is Hudanish. She's got both goals. She slides one down behind the end line, goes after it herself. Hudanish pokes it away. Hudanish right in the slot to Nichols. Oh, a rocket shot there from Riley Nichols. Save there by Amanda Thiel. Hudanish and Nichols combining as Regal comes back the other way but sends her shot off the side of the net. A nice play there from Boston. A really good look, but a really good save from Amanda Thiel of Little Caesars. Caesars trying to set something up now here. 1:25 to go in the overtime period. Sims drives down behind the end line. Sims trying to find a teammate now. Finds Hall. Hall weave in. Good block there by Nichols. Sims now weaves behind her own net again, or behind the Boston net rather, to Regal up at the point. Hall winds and fires. That one, I'm not sure what happened on that one. It surprised Hills a little bit, but she saved it regardless. Here's Sims working in the slot. Takes the shot. Blocker save there by Hills. Caesars putting all the pressure on here with 50 seconds to go in the overtime period. Here's Hall working into the slot. Hall works in. Save again by Hills. Ava Hills standing on her head here in the overtime period for the Boston Shamrocks. So we have 45 seconds to go in the overtime period. See if any team can get the game winner here with 45 seconds remaining. Little Caesars wins the faceoff, keeps it at the point with Garby. Garby works one into the corner. McCullough gives chase. McCullough comes back, works it up to the point to Clemens. Clemens down to Garby. Garby wheels. Wheels again now along the far side boards. Leaves it for a teammate. 25 seconds to go. Clemens works in. Tried to find McCullough across the slot, but Terrazano read it all the way for Boston. Clemens works in now. Takes the shot. Save again by Hills. She didn't cover it up though. Terrazano trying to work free. Can't get very far. Boston trying to work it back with 4 seconds left. Terrazano will just take the shot down on field. She'll cover it up. And that is how this one will end. A 2-2 tie here. And Rink 3 between Little Caesars and Boston Shamrocks. Boston Shamrocks. My apologies, I keep saying that. Boston Shamrocks. A local restaurant here in Rochester called Shamrocks. Keep getting it confused. But nevertheless, it is the Boston Shamrocks with 2 third-period goals courtesy of Jocelyn Hudanish. They come back to tie this one and steal the W away from Little Caesars. As the ladies will go through the handshake line, each led by their starting goalie, Ava Hills, for Boston, as she played an outstanding game. Matched pretty well by Amanda Thiel in goal for Little Caesars. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for our broadcast here. We hope you're enjoying today's game and all the games that you might have been watching today. And we remind you that all the other games for the rest of this weekend will be streamed live at JWHL.org. And all games are also archived on our YouTube page. You can find that page by searching JWHL on YouTube.com. And while you are there, we urge you to subscribe to our channel. It will cost you nothing, but will help us to continue to bring you the very best of the Junior Women's Hockey League. Well, from Rink 3, my name is Josh Alger. I thank you for joining me here for this afternoon's matchup between Little Caesars and Boston Shamrocks, the U-16 squads. There's plenty more hockey action, a couple more games this evening if you're interested, and plenty more hockey action this weekend We thank you for joining us and hope you can join us for some more games this weekend, as I said. If you cannot, have a good rest of your weekend and have a good rest of your Friday evening.